There's Cadmus, a fire genasi and evocation wizard. Smart lad, though seems to be a couple marbles short. Bella, or Baby. She's young and energetic, one of the bird folk. Has a knack for instruments and helping others out. Kai, a water genasi and local to these parts. They've got a handy set of skills. Oh, I can't really go into details. I'm told there are warrants out. Kilgore is hard to miss, purple minotaur with a talent for nature, animals, that sort of thing. Solomon is an acquaintance of mine, a monster hunter of sorts. Uses his own blood to power his abilities, a real dangerous one. And then there's me, Ismark. Disgraced noble human from a far on distant land. Found to myself being able to control the storms, looking for a fresh start.
but nonetheless, Drayton. Oh, where'd he go? But nonetheless, he died. Drayton.
I went
Shit.
to,
Oh, where'd he go? But nonetheless.
okay. All good.
Did we have a chance to follow him? Or there? Okay, there's like guards posted outside. I'm assuming. I see.
You said it, I literally had not pictured guards being present. It was just like honor system.
I pictured the energy field.
I mean, I pictured it was like an energy field honor system, but yeah.
I forget because it's been so long. How many? I feel like there were 2 werewolves over here, right? Oh, oh Jesus. Um, well, Ismark had an interest in leaving Ithaca in order to track some werewolves. It seems this has not been very fruitful. No other trail to follow.
Would be good to at least keep the roads clear.
Wants to get to level 2. The problem is getting there.
Hi, wait. We're really not even supposed to be here on level 1.
Well, some of us.
Alright, cool, you're just Mr. Fancy Pants.
No, I just mainly mentioned it because if we, and he's kind of looking where Drayton booked it. If we were thinking that it's important that someone maybe scouts out level 2, maybe myself and I think above the table we hinted, and maybe myself and Cadmus can duck upstairs really quick and just see what's going on and then come back.
Yeah, I think, out of character, I think you would be able to pick up on that because Drayton, who was level 2, was obviously very knowledgeable about Cadmus, so probably. Sure? I mean, I don't wanna... I've heard from... Actually, I don't know where I remember this, but I've heard that splitting the party is, not the wisest of decisions.
You've clearly never been hunting.
On that, my friend, you are correct.
I merely mentioned it as a thought. I guess he's kind of looking around, just nervously, or not nervously, but fidgeting, just seemingly convinced that there should be somebody else who hasn't shown up.
Wait, do I know?
Solomon is indicating he doesn't think this thing was alone, so he's just like constantly kind of like looking in like the shadows, waiting for like some other nefarious person to pop out, basically. fidgety, I guess.
So
Ronan,
long
you
as
alright?
we have some way to communicate, I don't think splitting up is the worst idea.
Well, we really don't.
I don't if Cadmus doesn't
Well,
either.
alright, I do, but it's only over short distances. If we go farther than any farther than about 120-ish feet away, it's not there's no guarantee it works, and even that distance, it's sketchy.
Well, here's the thought: how high is the ceiling of level 1? Because I imagine it's higher than 120 feet.
Forget what those barriers do. I don't know if any sort of magic will be able to pass through them.
That and the spell doesn't do well with barriers.
Indeed.
Only a minor enchantment would be needed to ensure it doesn't pass through. Actually, not even an enchantment. You make it out of the right material.
I think it's a good idea to scout up to the second floor. There's just a certain problem. We are sort of barely surviving any of the altercations here in the first floor. I couldn't possibly imagine what it's like up there.
Do you agree with
Aye.
I have to agree with Kilgar on this.
We have a knack of really getting into trouble.
Indeed.
Quiet.
I do. Sorry, you were mentioning something about a barrier. Could you remind me?
Oh, yes. Much like in the shops and such, it seems there's a barrier between levels that blocks any sort of magic from connecting. However, I believe the barrier between levels is far stronger and might require some way to gain entry, even.
Shoot.
Indeed, it's not something to be trifled with.
Adrian, the pathways between each level, are there like just guards at the initial gates, or is it like heavily guarded throughout, or is there like a lot of traffic? If we're able to see it.
There's not a lot of traffic going down or up. Most times, it seems like whoever's on level 2 has either other means of transportation, for the most part. So you have a very narrow aspect of what's in front of you, of what it could potentially be, those things, which you can assume from at least the architecture of this place. It's quite a few less people here compared to the floors below, because it's this giant, like, kind of telescoping kind of building. So the more population that's here is only the population on this floor is probably going to be a fraction of what it is to the next floor.
I see.
Guard wise, let's see. Less of a guard, like an individual, but more of a magical, like statue that's been magically enchanted or something like that.
Oh, that's much worse than a guard.
Yeah,
we should not fuck with that.
Just picturing Neverending Story statues, like
God.
we're not fucking with that shit.
Let's see, and you can't tell. You'd have to ask Drayton when he comes back, or you can probably ask one of the not the guards, one of the captains of these guilds and on these levels. Because they're more higher class. They're not like the best of number one. They're someone that had promise of leading and now lead this level. So technically they're not of level 1.
Kilgore finally got an idea from that. First of all, friends, I do have a spell that could make us quite stealthy getting through. Obviously, it wouldn't work in the barrier, blah, blah, blah. But initially, getting in, maybe not the biggest problem. If we really, really want to get to level 2. Second idea, we talk to, as I open spreadsheet, the stealthy guild, Silas. We could. I feel like House Silas, as he's keeping it down. He's learned his lesson. I feel like House Silas would be maybe pretty good at getting people in and out between floors without notice.
They'd be our best bet. It's just a question of whether or not we could find.
That is a good point. I feel like, if I recall, I feel like they told us, you know where to find us, or something vague like that.
Wait,
And to be frank, I don't.
no, that's akin to what we were told. Yes.
Both of y'all roll me like history checks or intelligence checks.
Alright, let's roll a 4.
You continuously do my bad checks.
Normal.
You get to do that in combat, okay? You do well in combat.
Luckily, that might be the best history check I've rolled yet.
Oh yeah, we're near Bella. Aha. Could I use Inspo?
Yeah.
I need to get these out of my inventory. Okay, well, fuck you.
How much did you use?
The 1d20. I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
If that was my birthday 20, I would have lost my shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up roll 20. Alrighty then. The 2 rolls we got ourselves. Well, hey, thanks. Oh, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh, I'm getting. There's another one. Thanks for another one. Okay, so with a 19, nice. You remember that. You know what? I'm gonna do the 14 first. You remember that in the area around y'all's not this last fight, but the one in like kind of the black market area, that the symbol was against one of the walls. You can't really remember that well, but with the 19, you know that the guy from Deacon, the big, like, scarred up faced hooded figure, he was speaking at a wall for some reason. And it seems like this guy is not like a crazy person. I mean, he's crazy in a different way. He's not like talking to himself while walking around. He's literally facing a wall, being furious before Ismark walked up on him. And yeah, that individual was definitely speaking to either something or nothing. You've also seen... I'm trying to think. I think that's it. You could also find that dorky guy with glasses, but that one's more of a stretch, for sure. The guy that turned off your gloves.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
know
my
if it'd be
goodness,
possible
Shade. I'm sorry, I didn't know how much it was. Yeah. Any questions? Do y'all have an inkling of what to do next? Do y'all need me to kind of... Do you want to do some checks to figure out some other things?
I just have one quick question. Can we all acknowledge how awesome Shade is? That's
Yes.
Certainly.
Thank you, Shade.
Very much, Shade.
10 gifted subs. I appreciate that. It went to, like, almost everyone that's here, pretty much.
it. Woo!
All right. Oh,
Can us just do a dance or something every time we get 10 gifted subs?
I mean, do you want me to as your DM?
No.
I thought we were running D&D, not OnlyFans.
See, there's other stuff on my OnlyFans. It's like forced compliments. You did good, son. I'm proud of you. Things like that. You gotta pay for
Still a
that.
fetish.
It is, probably.
Sorry. Sorry to ruin it for you.
I was trying to be wholesome, but apparently it doesn't matter. I lose.
In this day and age, there is no wholesome.
Only Kilgore.
No wholesome, just
Yep.
Kilgore. All right.
Kilgore is the last essence of wholesomeness.
So, you mentioned this wall, Kai. Did you mention this?
Well, yes, I would have related.
We could certainly try that.
Indeed. Might be our best bet. Reminds me almost of the portal here.
What am I hearing? I'm hearing some
It could
bubbles.
be some sort of tunnel system.
Possibly.
Have you heard anything like that existing in Ithaca?
Not that I'm aware of, no, but I wouldn't be surprised. There are more secrets here than I think any one person can know.
Well, out of curiosity, Ismar, did you see anything? You've been rather quiet, which is very unlike you.
Just finished. And he kind of dabs a quill on a piece of parchment that he had been scribbling on for the last 15 minutes.
What's that?
Sorry, I was a bit engrossed in the letter I was pinning. What is it, Cadmus, you were asking?
If you had any ideas on why Grego was talking to a wall when you walked up to him?
Oh, no, I do not. I've had my focus elsewhere of late. I've been doing a bit of brainstorming recently.
And?
Well, first, I think an attempt to kind of force ourselves into level 2 might be my first vote. But I have begun developing some strategies to getting us leveled up, per se, here in Ithaca. Something I like to call the Protectorate. A new guild house here in Ithaca, beginning at level 1, surely to move up as success has shown, where, well, whoever's interested in participating offer services to citizens of this level to provide protection and justice, among other services of that ilk, to the good people here of Ithaca. It may take some time, which is why I'm in favor of, if we got a way to sneak in, that'd be great. But I think it's a something we could put our time into while we wait to see if Drayton can get us in, if that's the course of action we choose.
I think that's a lovely idea. It's just, well, I'm not quite sure anyone would hire us, considering every other person here can almost kill us with seemingly one spell.
Sure, yes. I think we happen to be running into some of the heavier hitters, like for instance, Kai slayed 2 folks in here with one swing of their sword.
That is true.
So I do think there is a market for this kind of protection and enforcement and justice that I envision. That I also find to be lacking in this region. Also, the Protectorate working title. I'm not, all that creative. So if anybody's got better notions, all ears. Not defensive of the Protectorate.
Well, if you wanted to be a guild, you probably wanted to fit with the what's the word? Template. And it seems that all the other guilds are houses named after one particular name or family or someone.
Yeah, true. Although I kind of likes the idea that the Protectorate did stand out, didn't blend with all the other houses. I think there's something to be said for that as well.
That's fair. It does open it up for a bit more.
I do think we will need a place of business where people can go to enlist our services. I think we'll need some sort of flyer campaign to get our name out there. We will need to commission a sigil of some sort, unless any of you are artists. BB perhaps. Choose colors. We gotta build this thing up.
Perhaps we simply offer meager help before we try declaring ourselves our own guild.
For what purpose, BB? Just to make some coin?
Just to make people aware that we are here.
But if we don't say, hey, we're here and we're the Protectorate, what good does it do?
Good point.
Forgive me, though. I thought currently our more primary concern was remaining anonymous. Are we really committed to announcing our presence so loudly?
Well, not all of us would have to. In fact, I know several of you have had meetings with this, House Silas, and it's actually beneficial for those of you interested in that path to be in a different guild. So I thought this might be an opportunity to be in a guild, but, divert your attention to Silas if that's what you so choose. Also, I think it's advantageous, especially for a guild providing enforcement and justice, to have like unnamed partners that could maybe get their hands dirty without being in the name of the Protectorate. I think we got options here if this is a path we choose to pursue. But again, if we can get to these wolves and their leader faster than trying to build up a house, I'm all for that.
Hearing it all at once, I would think from maybe a mercantile standpoint, when you or we or any of the members of the Protectorate complete this task of eliminating the werewolf threat over Ithaca would be the prime moment to reveal this new guild to the people. with a flourish of prestige under their belt, I feel like that would be a more prominent or a way to gain more prominence and more respect than just maybe so much as just passing out whispers amongst people. And
I completely agree. I just viewed the Protectorate as a way to get us to level 2 to do that. So if we can do it without the Protectorate and use our success to unveil the Protectorate like you've describes, yes, that would be excellent. Also, I don't totally know how the Protectorate can get us into level 2 because the other guilds can like give you tokens of loyalty or whatever, and like what would we do? Just give each other tokens of loyalty? I don't really know how this works with the houses, you know?
I'm not entirely sure how useful any of us would be as protectors, but perhaps we could start by helping with mundane tasks.
Yes, and as we make friends along the way, and we could potentially offer them a fast track of advancement by joining the Protectorate. You know, we could enlist some capable folk in our ranks. You know, depending on how much effort we want to put into this. You know, we could take it for a ride.
Well, considering that we're not even really supposed to be on floor 1, would anyone really take us seriously?
No,
Oh.
I very much agree with Kilgore here.
I think absolutely, because we've just had 2 houses ask us to perform basically this service that we are discussing in relation to House Deacon. So I think there's clearly people that would look to us to get things done as we've shown to be able to.
Fair.
far be it from me to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I guess I was just going to say, though, while I don't want to dampen our egos, I would be a little more concerned that we've been approached by so many because we present quite the prime opportunity to be a cat's paw to anyone who wishes to make a move on any other guilds without real ramifications being able to be traced back to them. Because, I mean, if we cause quite a scene, anyone affiliated with us could throw up their hands and say, well, we wouldn't associate with guildless. These people are merely running about trying to impress us or anyone to oppress any guild. That would be my concern with our sudden popularity.
Certainly. Listen, I don't want you all to get the idea that I'm like in love or married to this concept. I viewed it as a vessel to get up into the levels. Also, where I come from, you know, just the way I am, kind of joining a house and earning loyalty points with them doesn't really sit well with me. So I was just looking at some ways where I could maybe achieve these things more on my own. So I don't have to make a decision for the rest of you all or anything like that. You know, it's just an idea.
I cannot agree with this idea, Ismark. From
I don't need you to.
No, I know. It's just that from everything I've seen of Ithaca, they have no reason to accept a startup guild. In fact, I get this odd feeling that any sort of young guild that isn't automatically known will just be crushed by the others.
Yeah, it's been 100 years since this has worked.
And I have no reason to see why it would work 100 years later.
Oh, ye of little faith. You just gotta keep getting to know me then, Kai.
I don't think we doubt your capabilities, merely the the immediacy of the timing of the plans.
Certainly, yes.
I don't think any one of us is trying to douse water on any of the flames of your ambition, but
Well, that's all that has happened so far, but I was prepared to go into this enterprise independently. I just wanted to provide to you all the opportunity, because heaven forbid you miss out on those early stockholder shares.
He wants us to buy in. Oh no.
Get on the ground floor of this brand new idea. We just need 1 million gold pieces.
No.
if
Don't-
Ismark
don't
says
tell
the
me
word
the word
blockchain, I'm smacking him.
No, I just need you all to get 3 under you, and then they get
His pyramid scheme.
He's trying to move up the pyramid through this pyramid scheme. Any way to get into level 2 is now considered a pyramid scheme.
That's how they've all done it, isn't that right, Sullivan?
Sure, I missed it.
All right. Tell me, is there any info you'd like from me that I can kind of point y'all towards?
Yes, where can Ismark get a crest shield commissioned?
Probably from... Oh, what's his name?
Keldis?
Yeah, Kilton.
What do the other guilds walk around with? I know they have like sashes and stuff.
They
have,
have
like,
like patches on their
It's a
clothing.
patch, like made of.
Mm.
Is it like-
Isn't
Let's
all
see.
just they have gang colors and they just, as long as they're in there?
No, because some individuals have like
Sorry.
well, I mean, some people have like
Just the way you said no. Sorry.
no, it's okay. I thought about that, okay, and I'm like, no, I get it, but no.
No, not that.
It's more important to have the symbols, like those who are kind of more into. So, like, where the hell's this guy? PPP is from House Mortimer, but he was in like this blue kind of with white silver kind of like circles, kind of almost looking like bubbles that start dense at the bottom and kind of float up to the top, like embroidered into his shirt. But House Mortimer's color is purple and... Give me a second, I'm gonna sneeze.
We have light blue and silver.
Oh, because that's what he had on his person. But their actual colors are purple and yellow.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Wait, but how does that answer the question about what the symbol's made of?
Made of? Oh, no, this was in reference to JJ's question about everyone always wearing their colors like to represent themselves. That's what that was in reference to. I said
Like a
patches.
patch, like cloth?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone's been in like the scouts or whatever, and they had to like sew onto their little sash. Yeah, me too.
What trade person? What
I was bullied out, anyways.
guild would do that? Would make patches.
No, this could be 2 potential guilds. Now, if you want something of metal made, it's definitely Tilted. But for something of cloth design,
I mean, metal would be cool if they're like badges.
potentially House Glandis might have something. Let's see.
Yeah, screw that. We don't need a. I've already enlisted you all, even though none of you want to do it. We don't need to.
I've already signed your name on this petition.
Metal badges. Oh wait, Ismark doesn't have any money.
Yeah,
Go to
how
a bank.
expensive would that be? Now you're getting a loan?
Yes,
Oh no.
that's exactly what Ismark's been trying to do. Does Ismark have anything for collateral?
we're starting up a company.
No, nobody else wants to do it. This is just Ismark's
I-
enterprise. He can bankrupt himself.
I think your idea is lovely, Ismark.
Oh yeah,
Be happy to
you were supportive, weren't you? Kilgore, do you have any collateral?
I have these berries, but they will disappear by tonight.
The bank doesn't have to know that.
That feels like lying.
It's just withholding information.
Oh, I don't know if you haven't noticed, but I'm pretty bad at that.
I have noticed. I think it's endearing and also inconvenient,
I will take it as a compliment.
as you should.
Oh, I have 6 tokens of renown. That could be good collateral.
Maybe.
Unless this is like chump change that
Right.
they work in the hundreds.
Yeah, perhaps.
They could be useful. If you look good in a guild's eye, the bank is like, oh, these guys know what the fuck they're doing. So I mean,
True.
collateral
We've
will
only
be
been here a week and we've got this many tokens. Well, a bank. Ismark needs a bank.
Yeah.
Cadmus just slowly points to Solomon.
Ah, yes. What was it? Ilionar?
Alien
chuckle
R.
cheese tickets. Oh my gosh, yeah, Ilionar is the banking guild.
Oh, also, Ismark just starts walking. But he turns around and looks over his shoulder. If anybody sees a raven, I know it sounds strange, but I very much need to. I need a raven.
I could turn into one.
No, that won't work. And listen, if you happen to see a raven, don't do anything harmful to it. It is extremely bad luck.
Why would I do that?
Kilgore, you wouldn't.
Oh, thank you.
Why do you need a raven?
To send my letter.
I don't understand.
That's how I've been corresponding with my sister from where I'm from.
With ravens?
Yes.
So have you been just randomly, because you sent a couple, right? So you've been randomly kidnapping ravens and tying letters to them to send?
No, they show up to me. We're old friends.
Okay.
So he's got like a stack of like 3 or 4 right now. He has been teleporting, so it's been a little tough.
Yeah.
I just wanted, JJ was asking for his mental image, because I thought he was like setting like little pigeon traps to catch ravens.
Oh no!
No, think more like crazy bird person.
Gotcha,
Like Tyson and his pigeons.
Crazy cat lady, but
Yeah.
the ravens.
Yep.
I love it. All right.
Try not to sneeze. Sorry. Okay. Where are y'all off to next?
The bank, I think.
Hey, we're going to the bank!
Wait. Bang.
Oh, well,
We're
there's
going
only
to your
one
house.
bank. We're going to your house. You don't have to go
Actually,
in.
I was gonna say, before we go to my parents' place, where are we going? What's going on?
I need a loan.
We're asking your
Starter
parents for a
funds.
loan.
Yeah, exactly, right? Okay, guys, just don't ask about the Ferraris. Like, really?
All right.
Are we going to ask from Renown? Is that what you're going to do?
We're just gonna go wherever the conversation takes us.
Yeah, we're winging it.
Oh, that reminds me. Kai,
Oh, wait, outside.
Yes?
I haven't been blind to the fact that here in Ithaca, I may rub people the wrong way a little bit, and that this place is different culturally than where I'm from.
Indeed.
Before I walk into this bank and ask them to give me money, which I will pay back, but have very little reason to present them why they should give me the money in the first place. Do you have any pointers on maybe how I could present myself?
I hate to do this, DM. Could I roll to give pointers?
Yeah, roll to give pointers. That'll give to you, and will just come out of your mouth.
Yes. Because
Roll for pointers.
I can't think of any. I'm so sorry.
Paige, have you been banking recently? Let me tell you. It's not fun. You gotta sit in an old dusty lobby.
I feel like I can think of very many.
What role might this be?
That's a good question. You could either be history or charisma.
I'll just go with charisma.
Persuasion.
I like just that flat check there. Bella, do I add guidance to that?
Yes. Okay, so from your understanding, which is not as big, you're not big on banks, you're big on stealing. So, like, this is cool and all, not your forte. But you understand that people that seem to look and present better come out with heavier pockets. That's what you were able to tell. What they do inside, not so much. The people that look like they're nervous, wringing their hands, they don't get too much coin in their purse. You're not like seeing it. You're just hearing the change kind of slosh around in whatever kind of container they have. I was like squeezing balls. That's not what like a bag. Anyways, so that presentation is a big part. The other thing, it seems like, let's see, those with like more, not just like confidence, but also like the look of like, you have pristine clothes, you have it dressed to the tense. Like your appearance means something, you know. Otherwise, people that bring in some stuff as collateral, go with some like shiny sword, and sell it off instead of trading with Mortimer. Yeah. That's the main thing. Collateral, presentation, persons. I don't know how you get a fantasy credit score, but there's that. That's what I got. Dave in real life knows probably more than me about banking shit.
Hi, are you presenting all this information?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that.
Okay, I got an idea. I can do the hoity-toity look thing. Been down that road before. But maybe you could be my speaker. My voice, as if maybe you're under my employ. If you don't mind the slights to your your persona, but maybe we could do that.
I've played many a persona. I think I could do this enough.
Excellent. Okay. And Ismark will take a minute to kind of slick back his hair, comb through his beard, put on get the dirt off of the old clothes of nobility that he hasn't bothered to kind of keep nice. Let's go.
All right. You head into this the bank of Ilionar, and you see you see Teller, and you see the goblin and the, I think it was a halfling. But yeah. Which one are you gonna go up to?
Ismark just walks in silent. His chin is up. His gait is slow but confident. He cordially nods at each of the people within this entryway to the bank.
I does much the same.
All right.
And we like approach like a teller or whatever, like you just described.
Which one did you want? You know that the
nicest looking one.
oh, what's called? Okay, so then you're going for the Warforged Teller.
Warforged. Okay. Does your charm work on a Warforged guy?
I'm not sure.
Not
That's-
the Warforged.
Okay. So then the
emotional.
goblin or the halfling?
Halfling.
All right, go to the
We
halfling.
walk in front of the halfling, and Ismark just kind of stands silently and nods towards Kai.
Excuse me, my good halfling. My
Ah,
client here
yes.
would, yes, lovely. My client here would like to take out a loan.
Client, oh fancy. Let's see what we have. And you see this halfling kind of like kind of pull out some papers, like looking for, deposit, withdrawal. What we got here?
I need to. I'm sorry. I really should have ironed out the specifics. Pardon me. What were those specifics you were looking for again?
Ismark whispers to Kai, just for Kai to hear. We need startup funds for a business, so enough to cover some metalwork materials for sashes and the like, and a piece of real estate.
Indeed. Okay. We're needing some startup funds for a new business that we're looking to form here.
Interesting. Wow. We well, you well known around these parts. Like, I think that for what I understand, that you're as good as the camel that brought you in, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Sally looks around, just kind of like grabs a paper form of this like large loan, like a what's it called, a startup loan essentially, and like okay, here it is. We're gonna need to make sure that you're all set up. We need your name. We need to know what account we have to be taking care of. Withdrawing any funds that might come from whatever money you make until the loan is paid off. And house leaders of recommendation. If you're Galandis, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. You're very reputed. But yeah.
Ismark whispers to Kai. References include Drayton, Reginald, Philip, and Bob.
My client's references include people from a number of guilds, being Drayton, Philip, Bob, and who was that other one again?
Reginald.
Reginald, thank you.
Oh, Reginald, how swell. Oh, he's such a darling.
Quite.
And then Drayton, he's also, ooh, that's a big name. Yeah, I know that. He's also a little sweetheart. He gets a little more stress lines, you know what I'm saying? He takes life too serious. And then, Bob, he's got already a business. See, kind of. Oh shit.
Ismark clears his throat. There is one more.
Who is Philip, by the way? Adrian doesn't know who Philip was.
Philip is who we refer to as the Grand Poobah with Galandis.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, that's right. Okay, there you go.
At the hookah lounge.
Gotcha.
But Ismark does clear his throat and kind of speaks to the teller for the first time. Says there is one more reference.
Uh, okay. One more
Uh,
reference.
Yes, Solomon of House Ilioner.
Okay. It's kind of weird putting a dead man on this. I don't think I could take that.
Well, if you just poke your head outside.
Why doesn't he come inside? I gotta stay behind the desk. Like. I can't.
Georges, it just sends another employee. That there seems to be many tellers that don't have a customer at the moment. Just poke your head out. He doesn't want to talk to anybody, but just poke your head out.
Okay, and gets up from the desk. Oh, actually, roll me a charisma check.
What do you want? What do you want?
Charisma.
No, just straight charisma.
just
Don't get
flat-
to use the skill. Huh?
I mean, I think this is just persuasion or deception. One
me
of the two.
too.
Either or, I can assist.
No, you can assist.
Certainly, I can.
Are you good with that, Adrian?
Yeah. Or how do you assist? Tell me how you assist.
Yes, this Solomon. I'm actually good acquaintances with him. You say he's a dead man.
Honey, I just met y'all today. Wait, it's hard. So like you telling me that the Solomon that's been gone for hundreds of years is all of a sudden here? Ridiculous.
I'm quite certain of it. In fact, he truly is just right outside.
You're pulling my toe hairs. You can't be serious. I'll check. Give me a sec. Let me just walk out there.
Certainly, thank you.
Go ahead and roll me real quick. Sorry, I got consumed by the character. I still need you to roll. Okay, there we go.
I was trying to be like, Kai's roleplay is so good, we no longer have to roll. Booyah.
I get soaked up in the roleplay sometimes. Okay.
Valid.
He goes, walks out. Solomon, where are you?
You just said BRB, so I perfectly times this.
I believe me and Cadmus were standing just outside of the bank.
Yeah, okay.
And Solomon said he pulls up the Cowline's cloak and stays with Cadmus and Bella.
And as Ismark walks outside with the teller, that is when Solomon left to find a bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh gosh. So wait, Solomon's there, or he would?
No, I made up the last part.
Okay.
Because he said that he would be right back.
Okay, so he goes, checks. Honey, that's Raphael. And pokes up the glasses and just walks back.
That's okay.
Ismark wouldn't know anything about a Raphael, right?
Right.
Is there like a banner of a Raphael on the wall with
Well,
the family
it's so one of the images on that big painting that's in this bank looks very close to
Solomon's appearance.
Yes, but what's it called? She just didn't see it, rolls very poorly and looking through her spectacles and just darling, listen, you could have just said Raphael if you knew Raphael. Once I get them cross-referenced, you make those phone calls, I think I'll be all good.
A common mistake. Raphael is what I meant.
Apologies.
It's okay. Don't worry, sweetheart. I'm switching this person's name because I haven't said it yet. Yeah. Okay, so you have enough already. You don't need another name. So like, um, let me just kind of do some little sending stone messages, kind of go look around, check everything golden, and you sit in the lobby and we'll get things all kind of tidied up. Also fill out the rest of that form, and yeah.
Perfect. I will have my assistant do that for me.
Oh, honey, don't make you work too hard. And kind of goes up and pinches your cheeks, Kai.
Well compensated, I assure you.
Worry not, ma'am. I won't.
Okay. Anything else before I jump to when she kind of checks up on these names?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about them.
Tell me. Ask me.
Let's see. Yeah, cat. Never mind. I forgot who was outside. Bella,
Yes?
do you think places like this would have a registry of their guild members?
I am not sure.
Because I believe I used to be in House Mortimer, but I was curious to possibly try and find their whole, while Ismark and Kai are busy here, and see if they have a registry.
Well, we certainly could.
Kilgore, are you alright waiting here for everyone else?
I guess so.
You can also come with us if you want. I don't want them to be wondering where we went.
I guess I'll stay here.
Alright.
Solomon is back.
Solomon, do you know if these guilds hold the registry of their members?
Guess fucking putting Solomon on blast right now as soon as he sits back down.
Yeah, I just sat back down. A registry, I'm not sure of offhand, though. I have to assume they have some form of double checking their established members versus imposters. Otherwise, what would be the point?
Sure. I don't remember if I don't know if I told you, but I had something of a memory that I used to be in House Mortimer, and I was considering well, Ismark and Kai are busy doing. I'm honestly still not entirely sure what they're doing. They came out to check a minute ago and just stared at you for a solid like 20 seconds, and then just went back in. But I was considering trying to find House Mortimer, their guild hall type place, and seeing what the deal is there, and seeing if I can find a registry. Think that would be a fruitless endeavor, or?
See if your name is on it. Is that my understanding?
Aye. That's right.
Well, if you're sure, you're Cadmus, and those are the answers you want to find, then I don't see the reason not to ask those questions.
Not entirely sure who I am, but at least this way I'll find something. Alright, do you want to come with us, or Bella and I are going, do you want to come with us, or wait here with Kyogre for the others?
No, I'd like to put distance between me and this place right now. Till I know more.
Alright. People seem to take it seriously, so it might help to have you around. Alright.
Tend to have that effect on people.
Eh. Never said it was unwarranted. I mean, all due respect, but you're terrifying as the devil. In a good way.
Picture that's like, he doesn't say anything, but that's one of those moments where I picture like Shao like comes out of the the chest and just kind of like doing cat stuff on his shoulder.
Yep. Yeah, just like big, grisly, like terrifying man, little pretty kitty cat.
Yep.
Alright, well, Kilgore, if they come out, we went to try and find House Mortimer.
Sounds good.
You mind if I leave Ember with you? That way I can see if you guys get in trouble.
I don't mind at all.
Alright. She's actually a really good conversationalist. She's been curious to talk to you. And Ember just apparates on your shoulder.
Hello. Be safe.
You as well. Best crab ever.
I try my best.
Alright, so we go to find House Mortimer, and if I imagine it'll take a little bit, so if you want to jump back to them,
Yep. But yeah, Dave, you brought up a great point of not having a name. Like, hey, this guy at the bank is calling. You know, I'm like,
Good luck doing those background checks without the guy's name. Bank teller.
Did you, what's it called?
Filling out the paperwork, yes.
Yes.
Is Mark Kolyanovich.
All right.
Barovia. 1909 or whatever that.
Yes. I have no idea. I guess I'll have to put a year on things. Let's see.
Oh no.
I know. Gosh. So let's see. What do you do? You fill out the paperwork.
And while he's filling it out, he's gonna look to kind of. You may not know this, but Kolyanovich is only kind of my last name. My father, you see's name was Kolyan. Kolyanovich simply means son of Kolyan.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so my children, God's permitting, would be Ismark Anovich, which is quite a mouthful. We might go in a different direction with that, but technically it would be Ismark Kolyanovich.
All right. That's a very interesting little tidbit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not many people know that. They all just assume, like, Kolyanovich is my last name, and, like, it is, but it means I'm the son of Kolyan, yeah.
Right.
Back to scribbling on the application.
All right. Let's see. You see that her name's Gertrude. Goes up to the Warforged and kind of talks with, and kind of like points to this clipboard with all these names on it, and then kind of you see this kind of visor thing kind of like looks at you and looks back at Gertrude and kind of you see them just scuttle off to the back of the area. Now it's just the goblin. And
All the while looking very confident and rich from money.
hell yeah. Let's see. Sorry, writing down a name before I forget.
Gertrude, female halfling, Southern Belle.
Yeah, a couple minutes or so, tens of minutes go by, and they come back around, and you see that. Did you have your? I was able to get in contact with two of those people. Unfortunately, that Grogu fella, he's a little bit more hard to get the hold of.
How do you know that name? I did not give you that as a
I
reference.
thought that's what you said.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was Adrian. Reginald, Drayton, Philip, Bob, and apparently Raphael.
Oh.
Not given.
I thought someone gave
Grogu
Grogu for some
or
reason.
you.
I'm like, okay, if you want to get a
No,
hold
no,
of
no.
Deacon.
No. Reggie is the House Royal Dwarf. That's Ismark's best friend now. Drayton. Philip's the Galandis Hookah Lounge. Bob is the owner of the bakery. Raphael is probably on level 10 and owns all of the banks.
Philip, they were able to get a hold of Reginald, Bob, and Philip was kind of there, but not really.
Yeah, that adds up.
I'm unable to get a hold of Raphael at this time.
Yeah, and likely Drayton, because, Drayton's up level 2, so,
Yes.
hard to get messages up there sometimes.
Oh, less like if he's from, I know Reggie the sweetheart. He kind of just stays put, but Drayton's a little bit more free spirited and does as he please.
Isn't he? I know that Drayton.
So yeah, I was only gonna hold 3 of them.
Oh, perfect.
So we can't do the full loan amount, but we can do 750 gold pieces.
Yes, of course. I find your terms acceptable.
All right. And just remember, if you do not collect, or if you ain't doing the 10 days period of paying back at least 5%, with a 2%
Oh, I will
increase.
need an extension on the 10 days.
You need extension on the 10 days. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll start
a 30-day program.
Well, we can do this. We can hold off for. Well, it's not like. We can hold off payments, but then the monthly payment, the 10 days payment, will go up. What's called, to a higher percentage.
Yeah, I would prefer if we could do maybe a 30-day with a higher interest rate. That would be sufficient.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Call it a 7.5%.
Yeah, we can do that. I think that could be amicable. Let me just write up this new document. Let me, out of game. Absolutely hating to do more math than I have to. I just fucking I hate this part already. But this woman is just gonna say yes.
Well,
Ismark feels like he's kind of strong-arming her a little bit, like encouraging her to give the answers he wants to hear.
Yeah, Adrian does not know how to do this. But yeah, so yeah, so
Good news is 30 days will take our group about 365 days to get through.
That's lowballing it.
Probably.
All right, write this down on the calendar because I'm gonna forget.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, exactly. That's your job.
Oh wait, I've got a calendar in my fancy notebook.
Oh shoot.
Well, not a calendar, but like a...
Yeah, I haven't made one for this. Oh, for this game, I have one for the other game.
Okay.
Why not, Joseph? Get on it, Joseph. Just kidding.
I will end you.
End me by making that calendar for all my games, not just this one.
Got one. It's already been sent to you, silly.
I know. Let's
So
see.
today's the 27th of Myrtle.
So the 26th of.
So,
Fuck, what's that?
the 26th. The 27th of Kythorn.
Kythorn. All right.
I'll be dead, bud.
So yeah, this will get you enough to, pay for the first, like for the property area you're looking at.
Ismark knows that when you get the answer you want, you leave the conversation. So
Ismark's
he just
already
walks out.
gone.
Yeah.
Ismark still needs to get the new contract signed.
Oh, well then, I very much appreciate you speaking with my clients.
See what I say? You just let him talk. Get that money, honey.
Indeed.
Dude, what are you doing?
Showing Kai my notebook.
Oh.
Love it.
Oh no. Okay, I'll get hydrated. All right, so you'll have 750 gold pieces in loan. After 30 days, you'll start having to pay back 7.5% every 10 day.
Oh, payments due every 10 day.
Yeah.
Got it. After the 30 days.
Mm-hmm. That's what you're arguing for, right?
Yeah, I was just trying to make sure I didn't have to pay this all back within 10 days.
Oh no, after 10 days, you'd pay back 5%. And then you'd have 5% payback, so you'd have to do what?
Every 10 day until it's paid in full.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that would have been a better arrangement. Because now they're expecting it to be paid in full by 30 days.
No, increase of 10%. Every 10 days, giving you a 30-day time period to set up and get ready.
Oh, I thought it was 7.5%.
It
We're
was.
changing the terms. Ismark comes storming back into the bank. These are not the terms we agreed upon.
Because I'm like, oh, you didn't agree to pay in full. Oh, you wanted to pay in full in 30. I'm like, I can. So we get to just 10%. Sure, why not?
10%. That's the highest you've quoted so far. It began at 5, then it was 7.5. Now it's 10.
Yeah, because the conversation wasn't going well. I'm like, oh, it's 10%. Yeah, it's 7.5. You caught me.
7.5. And I need to begin making payments after 30 days.
Yeah, on 27th.
And every 10 day, I make a payment until it is paid off.
Yep.
I make my notes in pen, Adrian. Dang it. Okay.
Me too.
Maybe you should make them in pencil then.
Nah, make them in
Start
pen.
Payments.
Scratch it out. That girl was
After
named
30
Sally, and I changed it to
days.
Gertrude.
Payments made every 10 day till paid off. Got it. Wait, but what's the payment? 7.5% of the loan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Which is what? D&D!
I mean, I kind of also like, I looked 7.5 in half, or 75 gold pieces in half is roughly
56 gold pieces.
What?
It's a lot.
75?
No.
You did that wrong.
7% of 750.
Doing math now. Times point 0.5. 56.25. Oh, okay, yeah.
You got the same thing?
Yeah. I thought it was something else. 56.25.
So Ismark needs to make a 56.25 gold piece payment every 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Start after 30 days of startup time.
Yep. I need someone to write this up in a contract in real life. If this is real life, I would have like sat there, wrote something out for y'all. Maybe I could just put it in the mail. Okay, so.
Okay, which means in 14 weeks, 10 days, it would be paid off.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's enough of that in our D&D session.
Okay. Is that right? Okay, anyways, so yeah. What else, folks? Anything else? Anything else? I think we're done in the
Ismark
bank.
needs to go to order stuff now. I don't necessarily feel the need to roleplay it.
Alright, no worries. That's fine. We're jumping to y'all looking for who went to go find House Mortimer?
Cadmus, Bella, and Solomon.
Alright. Need y'all to roll me some. Just roll me flat to 20. Trying to think. Yeah, roll me flat to 20.
That's an 8.
Ocho. Wow, 8. All right.
Stop copying me.
Sammy.
What is it with us tonight, dude?
I think Sammy stepped away.
I'm here.
Oh, roll me a flat d20.
No modifiers?
No modifiers.
Ah!
All right.
That's a 12.
All right. You guys are able to find it kind of not as close to Rail, Kilton, and the architecture one. My goodness. I make these things. I make too many of these things. No, that's not the right one. Alabaster. There we go. And yeah, y'all find it kind of in the same direction, but not in close proximity. It seems like they're kind of, I don't know, maybe standoffish. That's what it seems like right now. But yeah, you guys find it. Okay.
Any sign of Mr. Prick?
See, that's what I was rolling for. And no sign of Mr. Prick.
Alright, and Solomon, that is absolutely a perfect gift. Or a perfect gift. Alright. Unless you two have any objections, I'm gonna head inside. You're welcome to either come with me or stay out here.
Sorry, I didn't know you're talking to me. Well, I came this far, I might as well see where this leads.
Bella?
I'm coming with you.
Alright. Walk inside.
What are you three doing in here?
What?
What?
Different building.
Different building, guy.
I'm so
I
sorry.
was
What
about
is-
to be so. My brain was theory crafting.
I'm so
Kai has a twin. One of them is a simulacrum. We don't know. Never
Oh
again
my
trust
God.
anybody ever again.
The one
Yeah,
with
just like,
Ty
I'm
is
5
an
steps ahead of you,
assassin.
bro.
The one, the one with Ismark is an assassin sent to kill us. Oh god, we have to warn him.
Just walked into a death trap, son.
Oh my god, that was perfect.
All right. So you guys walk up and you just see these kind of like glowing kind of floating orbs adorn the front of this place. The Mortimer symbol seems to be like not totally inlay with the building itself, but kind of like moves up and down as it's floating, just similarly to the light bulbs. And you see, let's see, who do you see? I've already. Yeah, we'll do an elf this time. An elf with this kind of like look at them, and they're just like, yes, can I help you? All right.
What?
I mean, you're about to find out. Give me a second. Let me structure this sentence a little bit better.
Wait, what?
How do you ask, does a 28 hit you?
No, well, I mean, this it's like I have like a red and a green die, and it's like go and stop or good and bad. You know, that's how I've been doing these things. Anyways,
You rolled a natural 20 on your on your bad die, didn't you?
No, rolled a 19 and a 17. Something good and bad's gonna happen. Anyways,
Oh no.
this girl goes, "Can I help you?" and stops mid sentence and looks at Cadmus and goes,
By the way, sorry. One quick thing. My alabaster symbol is like on the side of my belt, so that it's not insanely obvious. That way, I might be mistaken for a Mortimer.
"Well, you are
that make
being
sense?
mistaken for a Mortimer right now."
That's kind of what I thought. I just wanted to clarify.
We're
And
with these people. Fuck.
and stops
Yeah,
and
but the
goes,
symbol that I have is alabaster.
stops, stands up straight, and looks, and peers deeply into your eyes, Cadmus.
I am attempting to maintain a neutral expression. Yes.
Is he with you? He points to Solomon.
Both of them are.
Oh fuck! There's Kilgore, or no? It's
Bella.
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 Is she with you? You said both of them.
Yes.
Purses lips. I'll be right back. You stay right here.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Yeah, sure, with disadvantage.
Cool.
Is it just as far as the rest of us? Is it just the four of us in this room, this space?
It's
or-
it's like the front of this the building.
And then, sorry, just as far as the exit, are there guards? Is there anyone between us and the back and the door out?
There's
Just in case stuff
she
goes
went
south.
inside. Y'all are still out in this like breezeway, so y'all can like go left and start heading towards the hideout, or go right and go back towards the stairs and where the Bank of Ilionar is. So
Okay. Cool.
So, DM, without disadvantage, that would have been a 19. Instead, it's a 6.
Yeah. Something's up, but you don't know what.
Alright, as soon as, like, she's out of view, I turn to the other two. That was weird, right?
Yes.
Did either of you get anything off of her? Off of her reaction?
It was quite the opposite of the Warforged reaction when I went to House Ilionar. You don't seem to be expected in any good terms. You're kind of like eyes, just waiting for someone to slink out of the shadows. Are we sure we're waiting for them to come back, Cadmus?
I want to wait. They clearly know something. If you two believe it to be dangerous, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you for leaving. I'm staying.
Well, living's dangerous, here or there. So I'll stay.
Hey, so you hear kind of like these as you walk towards, or no, you stay there, but as you're standing on this kind of like hard, like solid white stone floors, you feel trembling and thunder and just vibrations as you hear. And from the doorway, you start to see this highly ornate elephant individual, a Loxodon, come out and stares directly at Cadmus and looks at all the rest of y'all too and goes, "Well, didn't expect to see you."
Okay. Do I know this person?
Roll me a flat d20.
Alright.
You're fine. You're fine.
13. I couldn't tell if it was a 13 or an 18.
So, you aren't getting...
Back!
You aren't getting anything from this individual right now.
Sammy, large, ornate Loxodon came out to greet us and said to Cadmus, I didn't expect to see you again. Or I didn't expect to see you here.
Come in. And goes, come in.
Alright, I follow.
You
I am
see-
still just trying to maintain a neutral expression. Did you want me to roll anything?
Sure,
For,
I feel like you can tell me what you want to roll.
Let's see. Trying to maintain a normal looking expression when you are panicked beyond belief. I think that's deception. That's a 7. Or no, I'm sorry. No, 5. That's
Alright.
a -1, not a +1. So the expression is neutral. The skin tones are not.
Little flames just popping off, like sputtering little embers popping off of your shoulders.
Yeah, and you see the hair start to rise up a little bit more, and like skin tone turning various shades of vermilion. Just, And anyone who knows him would know that this is what happens when his mind is racing.
Y'all walk in and you see glass cases that go on for like 100 feet down with different kind of jewelry, weapons, little staves, and peculiar boxes and shapes. As far as the eye see, you see that there's like these kind of large columns, and you see that the glass looks very transparent, but due to the nature of what you believe is, what's it called? Of the guild, which is known for magic, you know there's definitely something more secure than a glass plated viewing area into these things. But yeah, you move along. The Loxodon, you see the elf kind of woman just kind of like pass y'all by, and kind of like side eyes Cadmus as she walks back to the front. And the Loxodon takes you. There's like 20 feet out. There's a left turn to like this room on the side, and passes through these like giant wooden doors with carvings of dragons and such. Opens up to this kind of let's see, Solomon. It's similar to what you saw in Glandis, but not as smoky. More of a tea room that you just sit on the floor for instead of like a hashish place. Smoke. What's it called? Hookah in. But yeah, kind of points to the ground next to this kind of like slightly elevated, what's it called? Table, with like these pillows all around, and he kind of closes the door behind y'all. What do y'all do?
I walk forward and take a seat.
All right. The rest of y'all, Solomon and Bella.
I will also, but like slightly behind Cadmus to the right.
Gotcha. And Solomon.
If you're there, you're muted.
Yep. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on my phone, so this is a chore. All right, yeah, I said Solomon, I guess, would fall in behind the two of them, but not sit down on one of the pillows till our host kind of indicates they're sitting. Then he'll
Ease up.
probably sit down.
Okay. You see him close the door, then to sit, kind of walks around. You see that there's this kind of like small little fire going to the left and behind, and you see a pot being made, and with his hands he grabs 2 cups, and with his trunk he grabs the teapot, and then with another kind of like invisible something, you see like things of sugar and milk and cream that kind of float around to the table and sets themselves down. There's 4 for y'all.
All right. Cadmus nods, and like, did he already like make it, or just make the like the sugar and everything available?
It was steeping at them. It was steeping at the moment, so it's pretty hot.
Okay. Cadmus just nods. Thank you.
And then kind of looks down. Do you look kind of like waiting for you to accept?
I do.
Okay. And pour is. Does everyone accept?
Oh, he's
Solomon?
giving the salty.
Yes. All right. Bella says yes.
Solomon will accept it, but he doesn't drink it. But like, if it looks like he's expected, he'll pretend to drink it.
All right. See that. He sits down and says, Cadmus, why did you come back?
What do you mean, come back?
Looks into your eyes. Trying to...
I rolled a 5. They're like he thinks he's hiding it, but he's not.
Alright. He goes, oh, interesting.
It's a combination of confusion and fear.
And then kind of like blows out like this kind of like steam from the nose as like they inhaled some of the tea and some like the perspiring just kind of through the nose and goes, you don't know anything at this point, do you? You don't remember where you were, where you're from, who you've been with? And just like every question, just staring into your eyes, looking for the slightest reaction, the tinge of knowing, or just this vacant thought of unknowing, and keeps just staring.
The progression through the various red skin tones somehow speeds up, and as Cadmus's mind is just racing faster, because this is another person that knew him, apparently, and just looks forward. Might I have your name?
Tusk.
And you know me. Or knew.
I've known you, but the things we knew, you know, and kind of stops and thinks and goes, I don't think that you knowing what had happened is going to benefit you. Mainly for the fact that you're safer this way. You're safer out of Ithaca in general, but you're definitely safer without this knowledge anymore.
Wait, you know what happened? At this point, the facade has entirely dropped. And yeah.
I don't know what happened to you. I knew what the plan was. And the plan failed. So here we are.
Wait.
Hmm.
You said that there was knowledge that I was safer not knowing.
Yes.
I don't care what the safety is.
Well, I don't care that you don't care. If this brings up, more people will die because you know this knowledge. Right now, the people that are gone at this point. You know, the cause died with you along with a handful of other people.
What cause?
Your cause, our cause. Not mine anymore, it's... they won, so... I can't tell you. I won't tell you. But I will tell you this. You should leave Ithaca.
Why? Who's after me? Or who?
Some of the House Mortimer people.
House Mort? I thought I was a part of House Mortimer.
Yes, it was a bit of an infight.
There was? And you said it was led by me? Or... not led, but...
You were part of it, yeah. You were kind of the spearhead.
Really?
Listen, you can ask all these questions. You're not going to know in the end.
No, there has to be some way to get my memory back. There's...
I mean, I don't know. Was this a physical thing or was it more magical? I mean, where did you go? Where do you remember?
I woke up on a beach 3 months ago.
Beach.
Near Trent.
Trent. You see the Loxodon kind of like sips more of the tea and kind of starts like leans back. Cool. And just goes, well, listen. You've been made by the individual up front. So the people on top are gonna know.
Fine. I'll go somewhere that is not traceable to you. Just please give me answers. I'm trying. Until I find these answers, I'm not gonna stop trying to put my life. Put back together the pieces of my memory.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna stop you. Because I'm not gonna let, a newborn Cadmus cause harm to all these people just because you regained your memory. No,
Who am I
I'm not
gonna cause
against you. I'm just...
Who am I gonna cause harm to?
Think about this. All of a sudden, the leader's back. All of a sudden, someone puts you in a play for the position that was in the past. The position you were fighting for before. It'll bring hope to some people that had lost it. And, from what I can tell right now, you're in no condition to fight. I mean, how many of those spells do you know?
Kind of grips the spell book a little bit harder, and you very much so see like kind of the fight in him lessen.
If they think, if kind of when this person says they mean like the other people that had been fighting y'all before. If they find out that you're an easy target, you're going to get killed. If people don't find out, the people that we had worked with find out that you're back but don't know the condition you're in, they're going to fight on the pretense that you'd be strong enough to fight with them. And that's not the case. It's just, lose-lose. So.
You told me that I wasn't... Okay. I get that that you're not gonna answer questions about whatever this cause was. Can you tell me some basics? What level had I made it to? Within Ithaca.
Four.
4. What the hell? Do you know anyone whose name starts with Garr?
Say it again.
Do you know anyone whose name starts with Garr? And at this point, he'll just... I really have nothing to lose at this point. I'll pull out the, he'll pull out his journal and open it to the first page where you see, you know, like where Bella and Solomon, I imagine you guys can see this. The first page of it is mostly torn out, but at the top it says property of Garr, and then the rest is torn. And the writing on the other pages looks like it's some sort of shorthand or other language. And you see small notes beside it that are in Cadmus's handwriting. But the shorthand is not in his handwriting.
You see Tusk go pale and gray, and just like they were bluffing.
Insight check.
Go.
I'm guessing I know what that look was, but I am fucking making sure.
Oh
Nope,
no!
that's
What is
one.
that?
That's 1.
Poetic.
Oh no, that is absolutely poetic.
You see. What the hell? Oh shit. You see that his face go. He's like, Cadmus, don't show that to anybody else.
What are you talking about? Why not?
I said don't show it to anybody. Listen, they said they had it. That, which I'm not going to say what it is, because if they find you and try to pull that information from you... okay. Listen, that was the thing we're fighting over. The thing you have in your hands. It was the key to a puzzle of deacons. And there was an infight with it. And a lot of people died.
Wait. Okay, seeing that he has this knowledge, pulls out the pouch on his side. Well, that was one of the things I woke up with on the beach. This was the rest. And, like, spreads it out gingerly, but in a way that he could easily stuff it all back in, if in a hurry if need be. There are 4 rings in there, and then he takes off the one on his hand and puts it on the table. 5 keys, and a correct symbol, a correct holy symbol of the Raven Queen.
Gotcha.
Do you know what any of this means?
He goes and he kind of looks through it like... There's one that is red, and the key part has a kind of not distorted, well, yeah, kind of distorted House of Mortimer, where you place it inside and it unlocks the door. Like, that's your level 4 key. Not to get into level 4, but that's your home in level 4.
All right.
Because he kind of brings out on one of his ornaments, like you see these like kind of string, one of these like rings is around one of the tusks, kind of goes down to his waist, and you see that from his waist he kind of brings out like his keys, like this is like mine in level 1. kind of looks at it. There's a smaller one that looks like it has only one tooth, like to unlock something, which seems like that doesn't make sense. A lock would be easily picked if that was it. He's like, that seems odd. I don't know what that one is. Tell me if I'm going too fast for you, Joseph.
No, okay, so, key one was you said it was like a semi-ornate key that led to my level 4 home?
Yep.
And key 2, small key with a single tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. Key 3 and 4. He doesn't really know. But key 3 just looks like this, like, very heavy bronze key, that has, like, the tip of it is kind of chipped.
All right.
And then the 4th key is kind of, let's say, like 5 inches long, with the teeth have like these, what's it called? Movable parts. So like it's not a skeleton key, it's like a puzzle key.
Okay.
And that one is like silver.
Alrighty then. Does he know anything about the 5th one?
Oh shit. There's 5 keys, and there's 4 rings, and then a 5th ring that was on your finger.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gosh, so much dump. Give me a second. Oh shit. The 5th key you hold up. Oh god, I thought my dog was here. But to you, it's this jade key in the shape of like the handle of it is an egg, and then from the like the point of this egg, it kind of goes up and it then kind of curls over, like a hook. But you hold it up to him and he says, "What are you doing?"
What do you mean?
I mean, hold up. Let me see. Somebody said something. Yep. I'm messaging somebody something real quick.
Oh no. Well, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, he's like, what are you holding up? That's
I don't know
the end
if
of the ring.
it was one of the keys that I woke up with.
He kind of holds out his hand for it.
All right, I hand it to him.
And then grabs it and is like, oh. And then just, you see him like with his like whole hand, and he's just like feeling the entire part of the key. And he hands it back. And he goes, I can't see that.
It's invisible to you?
It doesn't appear to me, yes.
Solomon, can you see this? Bella, can either of you see this?
I presume we cannot be.
No, Bella, you cannot.
Adrian, if I understand correctly, and Solomon will relay this if this is correct, Solomon cannot see it, but I know it's there,
Yes.
and that's what he relays to you.
Oh. Alright. I take it, put the keys back in the bag, and then show him the rings, starting with the one that I was wearing. The description that you gave me for the one that I'm wearing is it's made of a metal that heats and cools with my skin temperature, and has an etching on the inside that says Cadmus, and then there's a heart symbol, then the metal is distraught where any more writing would have appeared. That's the description that you gave me.
Okay. That one he goes. That one you'll have to find out on your own. It's not for me to say. And I hope you don't have to find out. And looks at the other four. One of them is like this ring, this golden ring with a orange jewel on it. And it's just like, there's no magic to this one. And he kind of hands that one to you. What's it called? One of them is blue. It's like, this one has its properties locked, but I can unlock it. And you see that he kind of like right behind all of y'all, you see a floating kind of orb kind of come to him, and he grabs it, and he starts muttering magical words, and he kind of like touches his tusk to this thing and hands it back to you. You can cast Identify right now for once a day. He's like, this one was more of your work, but I think that you don't have your powers back yet. Soon it should unlock itself to you, but for now, this is what I can do with what powers you currently have.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. And then the other two is a red and a green. Almost not like this half and half that are kind of clasping each other. It's like two C's kind of joining to almost look like an S. That one's just ornate. And I think one more, right?
Yeah, because the red and the green, that was one ring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yes. There's one more.
The last one he doesn't know. But it's entirely made of what the hell is it called? It's not opal. It's a blue jewel. What the hell?
Sapphire?
Thank you, sapphire. A ring entirely made of sapphire.
All right. And I gesture to the holy symbol. Was I a holy person?
Not that I remembered.
Also, you mentioned about my my spellbook. There's different writing in parts of it.
Yes.
And I take
and
my-
don't show me
take-
that.
No?
Don't. No. I could
Whose
tell
was it?
from that the original owner of the book.
This wasn't mine?
No.
Did I steal it or inherit
No.
it?
It was shared. It was a project book.
Really?
Yep.
Alright. And you said that the notebook was a puzzle of Deacon that was fought over.
Yep. The key to whatever they were trying to do.
How long has it been since whatever happened happened?
He goes, it's been, and then you hear knocking at the door.
Oh, shite.
It's been nice to see you, Cadmus, but don't come here again. At least not looking like that.
I gather everything up and I stuff it in my bag and kind of step back.
He points to Bella and Solomon. Y'all, and points to a window. Just walk through there. I won't know you when you get back. So that's all I gotta say. Hey, and you hear the waves. Hey, Tusk, I need, they're here. Like, all right, understood. And then you see that he starts to, like, his hand starts to glow. He's like, please very promptly leave through that window.
Indeed. And I cast Disguise Self and turn myself into that human of House Alabaster. Thank you so much for your help. And run out.
What do the other two do?
Follow Cadmus.
Solomon?
When it's just me and him, before I go, I turn to him and I just kind of ask him, me? What do you know of me? Anything?
You look like Raphael, but you're not clearly him. You look like a man that's seen worse than what is here. But House Eleanor's problem is not mine. You must hurry and leave. You could find your answers with the remnants of shit. God damn it. It's
the remnants of
shit. Yeah, exactly.
Well, guys,
Hope
we
you
found
said
a
that
group
loud.
name. We found a group name, the Remnants of Shit.
It was that druid guild I was talking about.
Birchwood?
Birchwood, yeah.
Okay, the remnants of Birchwood.
And he looks away, and you see him starting to cast Modify Memory on himself before he opens the door.
Starting to guess what?
Modify Memory.
Oh, shit.
Oh man, since he's casting something, that changed something. I was about to be all gracious.
I think he's casting it on himself.
I don't know, but yeah, Solomon gets a flurry of emotions. I don't really know what's going on. Kind of mid honorable gesture, head nod towards him, confusion towards the sword with his hand as he's leaping out the window, but getting the fuck out of there.
All of y'all leap through this window, and you just feel this cool pool of water feel. as you'll jump into like a different area altogether. But yeah.
Immediately look around and try to find out where the fuck we are.
Roll me a check. Maybe you could figure this out. It's not local anymore. What is it called? I don't think you have. Oh, we'll do survival. See if you can figure it out with the sky.
Okie dokie.
So you jump through the window.
Oh shit.
And we're in like a totally different part of the Ithaca. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's fucking cool.
Dirty 20 on a
Nice.
natural 18.
I wasn't liking this guy, but like I'm starting to come around on Tusk. He seems pretty cool.
Are we
Yeah.
all doing survival?
If you want to, but with the 20 and a 22, y'all know that y'all have like leapt to like the entirely other side of Ithaca, where it seems like it's level 1, and you just like one of the kind of jutting out this like pool of water that goes down and into what's it called, that runs into the actual river that's kind of splits Endor and Trent from the rest of Ithaca. So you're in this kind of like basin where people kind of use this water for other things, and you just kind of like plop yourselves in here as y'all are kind of like wet.
Oh God. Why do we have to be wet?
Don't worry. And I use prestidigitation just like a magical blow dryer. Just
So we went out the window and like got teleported?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, it would appear that way. All right. Adam? That certainly presents some more information.
Did you God.
Perhaps we should be a little wary of where we show your face, Cadmus.
Indeed. As you look over to his illusory disguise. Well, that Alright. I'm beginning to think that seeking out my old memories is simultaneously incredibly dangerous and a lot more. Solomon, you're an adrenaline junkie. Would you describe this as, quote, exciting?
It's definitely interesting. He says, like, probably extending a hand to get you guys out of the water.
Yeah, Shaqua jumped from your head onto Cadmus's onto the land as soon as y'all teleported here.
Wow!
That's a pretty fancy trick you did on BB. Can you maybe calm down Shaqua with that ability?
Yeah. Like, what it is he's holding in his hand, and there is a flame in his hand, but then you just see the air begin rushing past it, in a very decently warm, but specifically very dry, sense to just get all the fur, and I imagine that you just see Shaqua's fur just puff.
Shaqua hisses at you.
Oh, shut up. I didn't need you to like me. You've threatened to eat my crab several times.
No, she didn't scratch or bite you. That's better than most folks.
Speaking of crab, should we check in with Kilgore and the others?
Right. And his eyes turn to orange flames as I look through Ember. So you check in on everybody else as we make our way back.
back to y'all. Y'all are heading to get supplies and stuff, or?
It all worked out really well. They didn't even ask for any collateral.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but thank you for making your tokens available.
Anytime, my friend.
Excellent. Yes, Adrian, Ismark has some coin to spend for a startup enterprise. He'd like to find an office space to rent. And he'd like to have some badges commissioned with an iron shield in the shape of an iron shield and a copper lightning bolt down the middle. Okay. And maybe some like black and copper like sashes, colored sashes or whatever is appropriate for the people of Ithaca. He wants to have some flyers commissioned as well, and depending on how much this is all costing, it's going to look for some cheap labor receptionists to tend the office space while Ismark is out adventuring.
See, that's your first mistake. Intern, unpaid internship.
Yes,
exactly. You need to start. Come on.
Yep.
You gotta stretch that 750. You're a startup.
That's right. We're looking for interns.
You're looking for those hungry college students who don't know better.
Yes, exactly. So I don't even care if you don't want to do the math for the pricing stuff tonight, but I'll send you that list.
Gotcha.
Of stuff Ismark's looking to spend this loan amount on.
All right, sounds good.
Also, I've made a flyer and I'm putting it in our restaurant.
Oh my god. This is going to become the Elon Musk of Ithaca. This is going to be...
Oh.
Yes, exactly.
As you're talking about this to Kilgore, you see a raven like perch on your shoulder.
A raven?
Yep.
Ismark kind of looks over his shoulder and goes, "Well, that can't be. Is that Fluffernuckle?" and he scritches, and then he pulls out a letter or two and starts rolling them up. It goes, "Now you mind the winds and fly safe, you see. It's good to see you. Tell the others hello." He offers it some crumbs. Some of them were from his beard.
Nice and aged.
Attaching his little letters. I'm gonna the primary letter he's attaching is the last one I wrote for our session recap. This one is addressed to Knot and May of workshopping it back in Barovia.
Nice.
I'll read it for the audience, which is my mom.
Thanks, Mom.
It says, "Well met, Knot and May. Solomon is in good health and control, and young Bella is a delight. We find ourselves in Ithaca, a miserable place, with good food, though. But friends and food are not the reasons for my letter. We have been hunting some werewolves. Their leader seems to have escaped the mists of Barovia as I did. But again, I digress. The reason for my letter is that we recently killed a duplicate of your companion, Pink. When we knelt over their body, it turned to ice and melted. I do not know much of the magic in which this could occur, only that it is called a simulacrum. I am unsure if this means that Pink themselves is involved in this arcane tomfoolery, but thought you ought to know if in case they are in trouble. Forever in your debt, Ismark Kolyanovich." Now, Fluffernuckle, you fly safe and take that to Knot and May.
Flies off. Alright. I gotta pee. Do y'all have any RP you can do, or do you want me to put it on break?
But actually, if we're doing a bio break, I was going to take you up on that.
Okay, we'll just do a break then, yeah? Unless there's two people that want to RP. Alright, we'll take a bit of a break and then we'll finish up this game. Let's see. Where is my OBS? There you are.
I suppose I should tell you about this party I found myself in. There's Cadmus, a fire genasi and evocation wizard. Smart lad, though seems to be a couple marbles short. Bella, or BB. She's young and energetic, one of the bird folk. Has a knack for instruments and helping others out. Kai, a water genasi and local to these parts. They got a handy set of skills. Oh, I can't really go into details. I'm told there are warrants out. Kilgore's hard to miss, purple minotaur, with a talent for nature, animals, that sort of thing. Solomon is an acquaintance of mine, a monster hunter of sorts. Uses his own blood to power his abilities, a real dangerous one. Then there's me, Ismark. Disgraced noble human from afar on distant land. Found myself being able to control the storms, looking for a fresh start.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, cool.
Sure.
All right.
Do you want Cadmus to hear this? Because you can do it while he's checking in on Ember.
He's not too worried about it, so you can decide that. At some point on their way back, Salmid would probably pipe up to BB, kind of inferring about you knowing the kobold that turned into water, and
Right?
you said you had spoken with Nott and May as well recently. Have you spoken with the other elves as well? The other two recently?
No.
Neither the kobold recently either. Yes.
No.
When was the last time you heard from Nott and May?
Well, I don't really write them letters, so the last time I talked to them was before I left.
I think that's kind of where he probably leaves it, and he's just kind of in his own thoughts, wheeling about then.
All right. I'm gonna. Okay, where are y'all trying to meet up?
Bob's.
Hell, I mean,
Oh,
that was my place in my mind. I'm like, they're gonna go to Bob's, aren't they?
That is the default meetup space. When lost, go to Bob's.
Bob's Bountiful Bakery and Buns. I don't know. I'm gonna keep alliterating until I get the sign is just a bunch of words just strewn across the fucking top of it.
Bob's Bountiful Bakery, Buns and Bonbons.
Buns.
So I'm picturing it's like Bob's Burgers, where it's like every week it's a new sign or something.
Yeah, pretty much. The right next to it is the side, the business that keeps changing.
And then the other side is the mortuary.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like there's the original sign for Bob's, and then there's just a bunch of other like smaller signs that are tacked on with all the alliterations.
It's
Like Monty
definitely-
Python, it like wraps the sign all the way around the block by the end of the year.
Yes.
It's business practice, you know. They can find us if they can find the beginning, and they just come walk all the way over
Oh, the
here.
sign. Which sign?
Oh.
The sign.
Yeah, it's all one.
Run right into it, I swear.
All right. And Dave, you just want to take care of the buying stuff like off camera.
I think, yeah, probably. Unless you know what you want to charge me to rent an office space, get some interns, have some badges commissioned, sashes commissioned.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
flyers
I got fucking blindsided with the numbers on the loan stuff. I did not. We'll do it off air.
No.
The whole campaign thing over there.
Yeah, I hate shopping episodes. But I do them all the time. The only reason I'm doing like the beginning ones is so that we get to introduce each of the guilds into understanding and all that shit. But anyways, all right. Y'all meet up back at Bob's, I guess. This is like mid to late afternoon at this point.
Any correspondences for me, Bob?
Oh, someone did call earlier and told them that you were great on money. You kept buying pastries, so like, I know you got the income, so.
Ah. Thank you for that. Well done, Bob.
Cool. What would you like?
But
I don't
no
have any more
other-
messages,
No
sorry.
other. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no one came by asking for you.
Understood. Okay.
And okay, question over the table. Did you ask him to look out for people that looked like him too, or looked like you too? Or was
So when
that to somebody else?
No, what I'm referencing is when we spoke with House Xandar, that one lady just like didn't care about the werewolves and stuff. So Ismark turns to one of the dudes there and was like, "You can find me at Bob's Bountiful Bakery if you want to actually get stuff done." That's what Ismark was.
Okay,
referencing when he
thank
asked
you,
Bob.
thank you. Yeah, nothing else at this time. Let me double check. And I rolled a nat 20 for good. And he comes in and he's just like, he's kind of all cloaked up. It's that dwarvish guy, right?
I think it was
not
a dwarf.
not Prince.
Did we do a name for that?
I see. I'll look up next to Azul. Hold up. Bathhouse. I don't think I got a name for him. I thought I did.
So either.
I got Princess Azul somewhere.
Lady Azul.
Lady Azul. Why did I say
Lady
Princess?
Azul, not helpful at all. Leave word for me at Bob's base. Oh, here it is. Dugong. It was a Pokemon.
Yeah, Dugong.
Dugong. Yeah. So, are you saying Dugong just walked into Bob's?
Yeah, I rolled a nat. Yeah, I rolled a nat 20. Yeah.
Is he in there just to buy pastry, or is he like?
No, he looks like he's hiding something.
Yeah. Ismark clears his throat. Gets his attention to try to get his attention.
Okay. He kind of looks to you and goes, kind of nods his head and walks towards you. Hey, I think I appreciate the help. I can't go behind Lady Azul's back. But I do want to find a better way of communicating with you than just coming to the local bakery. Because this is not my MO. I am mostly on a paleo diet. I just eat meat. So this looks very suspicious to me for people if someone were to see me.
Are you going to provide a solution, Dugong?
And he kind of hands you a piece, like a small square of pink paper.
Just raises an eyebrow.
Well, this will come and contact me, but I only need you to contact me after 8 p.m. most days. Otherwise, I don't want them to actually like come into the guild house and someone actually picks it up.
What do I do? Write on it? Speak into it? What do I do with this?
You write into it. Here, let me. He writes the word "hi" on it. And he goes, "You're Ismark Kolonovich, right?"
That's right.
And then he says, "Ismark Kolonovich," and whispers into the paper, and it folds up, very similar to that other spell, and it just kind of floats in front of you and lands and just says hi, and then he says, "In 5 minutes it'll erase."
And do you have one of these to send me if you hear something you think I should know?
Well, I mean, when you send it back, because I'll ask for you, right?
So, like, there's just one of these that we're going to send back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and so are you going to keep an ear out for anything about the wolves, anything that you think might be helpful for me, not you, to do something about these wolves?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
yeah. I'm happy to help in that manner. In fact, the Protectorate is happy to help in that manner.
Is that your party name?
Kind of.
Okay.
Just remember, the Protectorate, enforcement, protection, justice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, you can, I mean, that's already a slogan too.
You should try one of the pastries before you leave. I know
Which
you
one
said
did-
that wasn't really your thing.
I know, I'm on the,
But
I
they're
want
here.
to, like, is there like a chunk of meat surrounded in wheat, like, without,
There's bacon sprinkled on top of some of them. Just do have one of them.
I can
can
probably
ask
have the
for
bacon and
extra
that's
bacon.
it. Okay. Minus the actual, like, pastry, just the bacon, extra bacon.
Well, just
No,
try it, okay? Allow your world to be expanded. And hey,
okay.
while you're here, have you heard anything?
No.
Okay.
I rolled a 20 and a 17. A 20 for him to be there right then and there. 17, he doesn't have anything information. Yeah.
Keep me in the loop. In fact, I'm gonna send this back to you right now, so that you can send to me if you hear something I should
Well, you can just
know.
you don't have to, you can just, I mean, if you want to practice, you
No,
can't.
No.
We gotta wait like 4 minutes, 30 seconds for that high to go away. Unless you just want to practice
All right,
sending it.
All right, here. No, take it.
Okay.
And if I just say Dugong, that'll get to you. Do you have a surname?
Shut up.
Like Charizard? Nanoswine?
I'm trying to figure out how much I want to lean
Pikachu.
into it.
Mewtwo?
Dugong Okimon.
Dugong Pokemon.
No P, just Okimon.
Pokemon. Got it. Smart. Keep things uncopyrighted. Dugong Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, keep a word out. Listen, I don't even care if it's about the wolves. If you think there's a service I can provide to you for a nominal fee, even, you let me know.
Sorry, I was writing Okimon. What was that last bit?
Ismark is encouraging Dugong Okimon to reach out to him, even if it's not about the wolves, if it's some service that he thinks Ismark can provide for a nominal fee, not to hesitate.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. He grabs a muffin and he leaves with extra bacon. I don't know. He didn't get a muffin. He got some sort of meaty pie. A little hand pie. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Crusty, perhaps.
I knew that. Ismark looks to the rest of them and goes, I knew that Lady Azul was, running too tight of a ship over there. You gotta allow for some creative freedoms of those, working for you.
Everyone's just eating pastries.
Kai, do you think it'll be a problem if we just kind of use that safe house we found earlier that, your friends were in, just kind of as our base of operations?
Possibly. I'm not sure whether or not they have a safe house. I'm sure we could bunk there at least for a few more days.
I mean, do you think they could forcibly remove us from it? Or keep us out?
No.
Yeah, okay.
So would we be worried about repercussions from higher ups within your group, Kai, if we did that, or
There's-
your foreman?
There is always the possibility, I'm afraid.
Generally, my understanding of the benefits of joining the gang aren't necessarily in the personnel immediately around you, more so the threat of the full force coming down on you. So if we want to muscle them out, we need to be prepared for a response.
Right. Perhaps not
Though-
muscle out, just explain our situation.
Yes, and
Okay.
maybe they'd be more amenable to a more economic arrangement.
Indeed.
Well, soon the Protectorate will likely have an official headquarters, and you all are welcome to, take up space there for those not interested in the good we'll be serving the people of Ithaca through the Protectorate. And those of you that are, of course, you will have honored positions amongst the Protectorate.
Lovely.
Naturally.
Naturally. So, Kilgore, are you thinking about sneaking us into level 2 or what?
I could do that for about 5 seconds before the magic barrier shuts it down.
Is that enough time?
Is it?
Is it?
Don't look at my camera.
Yeah, Belle, I think we are. Sorry.
What is it you can do, Kilgore, to help us get through? Or to sneak? It's not get
Yes.
through the portal, but to
Yes, it would make us not invisible, just stealthier.
Is this something, just looking around, Adrian, that we can just, climb a fence?
No.
What are the non-portal, what's the non-portal area of the border look like?
You mean like the non gateway with stairs area look like?
Yeah, we know there's a portal where you can just
Uh-huh.
walk on through to level 2.
Yes,
What
yes,
does
yes.
the rest look like along the border of level 1 and level 2?
It just looks like another wall. Like another wall of stone.
A wall.
Yeah, because we're inside one of the mega city towers, man.
Right.
It's not like peach
Walls
trees.
can be scaled.
Yeah, yes, they can, but also Eric Croca could just jump up there too. There's definitely something that's stopping them.
Question though, Adrian, really quick though, because I joked about this earlier, but now I'm getting really curious. How high actually is the ceiling of level 1? If when we look up, to be honest, I've always pictured sky and
It is sky.
a large expanse. Okay, so when we look up, we don't actually see a ceiling.
Right. Unless you start going
Okay.
the black market has a ceiling.
But
Cause
that's an interior space.
right. So how do I want to think of this?
When we popped out of the tree and we looked up, we just saw a sky. We didn't see a ceiling, even though we're in level 1 and there's a level above us.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, I'm picturing
is
the
that-
Truman Show. Invisible
Actually,
barrier
that's-
bubble.
It's sorta you have a fear of flying. No, it's there's more magic to it, but there's definitely a limit to its reach.
When we were at the gate, was it the same where we didn't see a ceiling, or was it?
They're just stairs that go up, yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay. And then as far as the guards, you said there was some kind of sentry watch. Did they have sigils where they have fixed or affiliated with a house that we saw?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say no. Let me. Not that you could see.
see. Okay, fair enough. But there were
All the
noticeably
reason.
people like milling about, being cop-like.
The sentries.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Cop like, yeah.
Sorry, that was
More
yeah,
like
yeah. Sorry, that was me
robots.
more thinking out loud. Yeah, I got you.
More like
I
robots,
got a scene
okay.
in my head.
Okay. So I'm just not sure. I think was it just Adrian that said they have limits to like just being able to fly around, or did somebody say that to us?
Who's they?
Like, I have heard they've got like a protection from just being able to like fly into level 2, but I don't remember if Dave heard that or if Ismark heard that.
Adrian said that about
Just
5 minutes ago.
Was it in character? Because we've known that
No.
for sessions and sessions and sessions now. That there's flights.
I think we can infer that though, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is if this is if it's obvious.
It's just
Well,
a
I mean, if
really
they
big
got-
bug zapper.
Yeah, if they've got some kind of like force field like scanner to check your ID getting from level to level. I'm pretty sure they got, they're
Right.
they're aware of higher magics.
Well, Kilgore, this could come in handy, but I'm not sure it's really even stealth that is our primary obstacle to get into the next level. I think they have, wards and such to prevent people passing through. Kai, when you went on your little excursions, did you ever go beyond level 1? Were you able to ever just scurry through a hole in the wall into level 2?
Unfortunately, no. I've always pretty much been stuck to level, occasionally zero.
But you were able to scurry into level 1.
Indeed. It was not easy. I will say that. Not easy the first.
Sorry.
Thank you, Adrian.
I'm sorry. That was just funny. I didn't get it until I did. I kept reading it incorrectly with
You kept reading it the way it was supposed to go, if not for my stupid fucking keyboard.
I think I'm the only one who read it incorrectly, to be honest.
Yep.
I didn't get it. I read it like 5 times. Ba-ba-ba.
Shut up.
All right, we're like 15 minutes left. We can wrap it up. Any last words or questions?
So what's our next move? Are we going to try to infiltrate into level 2, or are we trying to wait for Drayton to bring us with him, or what?
I think except for Solomon and I need to find something to get the rest of you at least passage into level 2. Maybe talk to Xandar, say that you're following the lead and you need temporary access.
We tried that. They could care less.
They could care less about the ones outside the city.
No, they won't even offer us like sanctuary in their buildings when we approach them when we got here. You think they're gonna give us passes into level 2?
Well, maybe Drayton can talk something with House-Rel.
Yeah, it sounded like he was going to be actively working to get us up to help with the werewolves, but he also told us that we're going to have to be patient.
Yeah, and this group doesn't exactly specialize at that.
Fortunately, no.
So I think we need to decide if we are trying to infiltrate into level 2, like we did level 1, if we want to try to kind of buy into this whole loyalty program, level up system that they've, want us to be part of the system here, or I don't know, finding things to do, coin to earn, or what have you, while we wait for Drayton.
Oh, hi.
Kilgore, you were about to say something, it sounded like.
Do you have time to wait now that you are in debt?
Oh, well, they didn't ask for any collateral, so, you know, it is what it is.
Generally, that's more worrisome than not.
Yes.
Or it just means that it's 750 gold pieces is nothing to them, is pitiful amount.
Or they're not concerned about collection, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Tell me, what exactly did you sign?
This.
Was it like just like a piece of paper?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
did a rolling sound effects like it's a long piece of paper.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for like the part where it's like, because JJ kind of zoned out when you guys were getting into your details. But like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
waiting for
did
the
too
part
when
where
I
it
was
like-
there.
I was waiting for it to be like it's in blood at the end, or you know, there's magical seals, or
All above, all just standard banking procedure. You see, they gave me 750 gold pieces. I need to start making payments after 30 days. Those payments will be 7.5% of the loan amount, due every 10 day. It will take me
And-
approximately 10 days to pay it off.
Oh. You gotta send
sounds
that
like
to
you have it all
me
figured out.
on Discord if you don't want people to read it.
What was
Also
that,
sounds
Solomon?
like if you had to unroll it, it sounds like there's clauses. It
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
like there might be
Roll,
you know,
roll something. Just
fine
roll
print.
something. Sorry, I'm yelling at Cadmus.
Oh, okay, I was like,
You know, the only like, you know, if you can't pay it back, then you will be your people that you talk to will be contacted.
Oh, so your friends are on the hook for your poor
Yeah,
money
dude.
management? Nice.
are you
Don't worry about it.
kidding me?
It's not you, it's Raphael.
Oh, I'm not worried.
And then all the other
Your
people
family
you
needs to be
mentioned.
worried. Yeah, exactly. You
Listen,
think you're all hot
Reggie.
shit, and then they're gonna show up at like Irina's door on the Prime Material plane. on the
No.
Calphane
First of
Relevance,
all,
showing up like.
Ismark has every intention of paying every gold piece of this back. However, Reggie, sweetheart, Drayton, sweetheart, Philip, two out of minds to put that much effort into collection. Bob, sweetheart. They're all sweethearts.
Till they gotta break your legs.
But I'm gonna pay it back. It is a loan, and that is how I view it.
Oh, that's good that you view it as a loan as well as them. That's a good starting point.
I'm failing to see the humor in this, Solomon. I have every intention to pay this back. This will
Sorry,
allow
that was
me
JJ.
to
That's
run
JJ.
It's all
Well, I'm
right,
gonna
it's all
continue as Ismark.
Hey, you can do it, I can do it.
The Protectorate. We will have a headquarters where people can come to purchase our services. We will have badges and our own colors and interns, as you suggested out of your wisdom. Great things ahead for the Protectorate. If we have to wait around, you know, to get into level 2. If not, we just need to make some.
Well, you do bring up, I guess, the key issue. Do we feel that we're still our prime endeavor is solving the werewolf issue. And up in level 2 is where our trail is leading. Is that correct?
At least speaking for me, yes. So in my mind, the Protectorate is the long game to get into level 2. As well as any of you who plan to join other guild houses, just, you know, earning those loyalty tokens. That's the long game into level 2 if we can't fast track it.
Well, if we are long gaming things, that's not a bad idea. I mean, for one fact, if we are doing such, we can lay low, and we know of the at least one way the werewolves are getting into Ithaca. We can keep a low profile and keep an eye on their entrance through the tree.
Well, yeah, maybe we could rent office space for the Protectorate by that tree. Keep an eye on it.
Perhaps Bob's Burgers is in
financial
Bob's
straits.
Bakery.
Yes, exactly. Maybe their finances are, you know, maybe a more financially solvent endeavor or investment investment group could.
He does
come in
have that second floor above his shop, which he probably lives
some
in,
sort
but it
of-
could be rented out.
A financial capitalist, one might say. Yeah. You're
A
from
lot
a
of
rich
good
family,
coins to be
yeah?
made, you know, renting out your abode.
But yeah, that's one endeavor. Or I know, if we're in a hurry to get up to the second level by legitimate means, I know I still have some kind of ability to get us the renown needed, though that seems to probably also take some amount of time and will not be quiet, I imagine. So I would recommend against doing something like that myself. Though I did have one thought. The nature of the kobold attacking us. Kai, you, I think, had the dagger off of this individual. Is that correct?
Indeed. They grabbed it off of me. I got it whenever I acquired the patches.
Oh, you stole it back from them.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, my thought, which maybe could still hold true, was that it would be proof of some sort. We know that a number of guilds have interest in learning more about whoever would be attacking Guildless, and well, kind of gestures to everyone who isn't Cadmus and himself. Well, a lot of you are guildless, and we have been attacked. Some of those guilds who have expressed interest might be more inclined with this proof to help us in our endeavor to get to level 2, either to further our pursuit of these werewolves and the group that allies with them, or just to be bait. I mean, I genuinely believe that our appeal to everyone is our lack of affiliation and our real lack of ties to anyone should trouble arise. I think we can play that card up as we try to play not necessarily guilds against each other, but people for our advantage, as they will do for themselves with us.
I don't have an NPC in here, do I?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. I'm like, oh fuck, was I supposed to be listening to that?
No, he was just talking to the group and with Mark. too long.
What was the SparkNotes version?
SparkNotes version was, we know that guilds have asked us, hey, if you're. SparkNotes version was, we used the dagger that I thought we got off Pink Simulacrum to show that guildless are being attacked, and to use that to leverage getting us up to level 2 with some of the guilds who are interested in having proof that there are people attacking guildless.
I guess the question is, did that dagger survive the whole melting?
It did.
Well, it was Cadmus's, or not Cadmus, it was Kai's though, which
Not the Vial dagger.
realized. Yes.
It was Kai's dagger.
That dagger is the Vile dagger.
Wait, but Pink stole a dagger from Kai.
Yes,
That
the Vile
was the
dagger.
Kai has a separate Vial dagger than
Nope.
No, they have that Vile dagger.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Mark,
My
no.
brain hurts. What?
And that's where we'll end it.
Why is this so hard?
When
Bye.
Kai went to get the